If you were in stream yesterday, you would know how bad my summoning went yesterday. It was horrible. I hit pity twice on 2 different accounts on 2 different banners. This is the 3rd pity I've hit this summer. Holy shit. Like, what the heck? Why? Whatever. I actually enjoy all the servants, so it's not the biggest deal. And I honestly had so much, like, especially for Oberon, I had those courts set aside anyway, so I really shouldn't be complaining because it is supposed to be a free-to-play account. I secured Oberon on that account that now has all the main supports. It's my main account that's going to be painful because I still have to summon for Summer Bargus, because there's no way I'm not summoning for that. You are out of your mind if you think I'm gonna not summon for Bargus when she's like wearing that. All right, back to bringing it down. Berserker Castoria. That meme I saw on Twitter of her tripping on this, I really wish that is going to be an actual thing. That it sounds something so derpy that she would do. And if you notice, and I'm pretty sure the game straight up told you, she made the mystic code for this event. Yes, item construction. She made it herself. Wait, hold up. I need to just double check whether it was her cast reform or not that made it. Nope, it was this one. She did make the mystic code, and she made it so specifically catered to assisting her and like looping in general. Like for an arts mystic code, like this one is like really good for like a crit and looping perspective because it's 20 battery split and it's arts up and it's like arts crit focus. It's actually a pretty cool mystic code. Like it feels like she hijacked this event, but she also didn't. The self-deprecation. She's gonna need a vacation after this event, chat. I can just feel it. And then Alice in Wonderland as a bunny girl. Does she have animal trait? How does she not have animal trait? She's supposed to be a bunny girl and she doesn't have animal trait. That's some BS. That is some BS. She should have an animal trait for bunny girl ears. And then we got this. All right, enough gushing about the character. Let's get into the character. Base attack 12.1k. This is good for a berserker. She naturally gets a higher damage output because of like intrinsic berserker stats. 1.1 effectiveness always, or in terms of damage. HP barely higher. Like this is definitely anemic. This is really low HP, but it's Castoria and she's almost always going to be like supported, like especially in arts team. When I say that she works with almost every single art support, I mean she works with almost every single art support. I'm not joking. This character literally has everything you could ever want for a single target arts DPS. Like it is actually really stupid. Star weight, star gen, normal berserker numbers, MP charge 0.4%. You might think that's not that good. No. She will either loop 100% or she's not gonna loop 100% off her MP, but she will get a lot of refund off her face card critting because she is an arts crit berserker. She's not just she's not like Vlad, how he's arts crit because he gives himself stars, but he doesn't have star weight to like force him to have stars. It's more like he supplements the party so they can all crit off him, and like he can refund his MP a little bit easier. Castoria is actually an arts crit berserker and is supposed to be critting to get refund. And when you crit on her arts card, it goes boom, goes all the way up. Deck looks awesome. 5 hit on quick. Even though she's a berserker, that's still gonna be a good quick card. If you want to do mighty chains, it's not gonna be that bad. 4 hits on arts, again, very good. Is it a little bit lower than it should be? Yes, but it also has to do with her MP. I originally thought it was this low because she was also AoE, like, because of course I thought she was AoE. They are running it back. There have been a lot of single targets lately. I will admit they're running it back. But this is she does have this balance as if she was an AoE. But it really doesn't matter. She's going to be roided out on MP gain. The point it really doesn't matter, especially because like one of her, like, you might actually be using her with double Castoria. What a surprise that Castoria wants to completely overtake everything in the game. She wants you to rely on her. 4 hits on Buster, cool. 5 hit extra attack. This is gonna be a really bad extra attack. I'm gonna be brutally honest. This is not gonna look any like pretty at all. 4% base gain, 5% base star gen. This is probably him. It honestly might be one of the worst extra attacks in the game, performance wise, like refund and star gen. But like in a brave chain, it's probably not going to matter because of like how well these will perform. If you do a mighty chain, I'm sure you'll get like a good amount back. But those are mostly going to come from face card, not like extra attack's going to do a lot. It's not a bad thing to get extra attack append if you are going for multiple copies, just because that really does help. Like, she has good base attack. It's gonna do a good amount of damage. That's not like the extra attack. If you get the finesse, the append, it's gonna do a lot of damage. It's just not gonna get you back to full. Like say Jacques her extra attack is fucking awesome because of her gains and sergeant are good. Or Jack. No, I really should have said Jack. I should have said Jack or like Meb. Mostly Jack because assassin and like high basic game. But yeah, upstairs looks good. First skill. How is this on a 6th turn? I think the only reason this is on a 6th turn is because this is on a berserker. That is the only possible way I can see them like trying to justify this. 30% crit damage, 5,000 star weight for 3 turns, and a 50% battery. What the fuck? Like, what? These are... Oh my god. This is downgraded Eternal Arms Mastery. Yes, no. This is a downgrade version of Raiko's Eternal Arms Mastery, like these two together, but like functions better, right? And then you slap a 50% battery on top of it. Let me bring up Raiko. And I know I just did a video about it, so I really should know, but like, she's not that far below this. Like, that's actually kind of like crazy. She's like, yeah, like she's losing 1,000 on star weight and 10% crit damage, but like hers, like Castoria's is flat, and like this, you kind of don't need this much. Like 5,000 is kind of like enough that she's gonna get all the stars as long as other servants aren't getting star weight. Like, that's a hell of a. That's a hell of a. Oh no, I was gonna bring up who our comparison was, but we're not gonna go there yet. We're not gonna show off like how hard she's actually hitting. Second skill, targeted 20% battery. Yes, this is a berserker with a 70% battery in their kit, and it is reverse Oberon. It is a reverse Oberon situation where instead of it's all AoE, it's all single target. 50 go to her, and then she could choose, unlike Oberon's, which has the 20 AoE and then the 50 you can choose. Not only that, she overcharges their MP by 2 stages, 1 time return. This is disgusting. It makes units like Morgan able to get to their overcharge and MP really, really quickly. This is and then Morgan is gonna give Castoria guts and like be more crit support. Like MP Gen 2, this is basically a downgraded version of her Avalon LeFay skill. But she's trading 10% MP Gen for targeted overcharge. It can't be understated how strong this can be, especially because she's a berserker. If you want to use her as a support like this, I wouldn't advise it, but you can. If you need it, you need it. Right. I'm not saying this is the best synergy with Morgan, because Koyan's Guy of Dark kind of does that better, but this is really good. This is a really good thing to have, especially in challenge quests. Like, Coin Sky is better for farming. This is better for challenge quests. For trying to take advantage of that. Third skill. 50% arts buff because it's Castoria. Invul per turn because it's Castoria. 10 stars per turn. For 3 turns. It's basically she goes from being a support to being a selfish DPS, and it like makes so much goddamn sense. It makes so much sense, and I love it. Holy sword handling kick W. Yeah, her skills, all of them are good. There's no complaining. Battery, crit star weight, battery, MP Gen, and overcharge on an art servant. Arts buff, crit damage. The only thing she's missing is like more offensive buffs. She's an art servant though, and she's like it's Castoria. You're gonna use her with Castoria. She doesn't need attack buffs. Why would she need attack buffs when Castoria, like OG Castoria, was gonna give it to her anyway? There wouldn't have been a point. It would have been made more point. Give her MP damage. They were not going to do that. They weren't going to do that. This is a servant that I don't think they're ever going to buff her MP. Not just because she's a summer servant, because it really is just that good. And like they just built her. They made her to last. She's going to stand the test of time for a while. Passive skills, 10% buster up. Madness enhancement A. Yeah, that sounds about right. Magic resist B, 17.5% debuff resistance on a berserker is very, very nice. Item construction E, because she made our Mystic Code. I knew OG didn't have item construction. This one had to, otherwise she wouldn't have been able to make the Mystic Code. Fey Eyes blank. We don't even know what her rank is. Is she faking that she has Fey Eyes as a berserker? Maybe like now she can't tell who's lying or not. No, wait. I think because I actually read the event, I don't think that a class change can take that away. It might like rank it down lower, but you can't take it away. It is because like Bay Eyes is an intrinsic part of Avalon Castoria. About to say her real name. Appends. Go this, and then just one of the battery buffs from the Mystic Code is gonna get you to 100 on turn 1. I normally would say extra attack, but because her base stats are that bad, not the base stat, but MP Gen, Star Gen, they're that bad, it's better to like treat this as like a Kentucky-like servant, because that is really the role she's going after. She's taking Kentucky's throne. She's taking everyone's throne. She is literally taking everyone's throne on this. And this was my hint to what she was actually supposed to be like super effective against. Pretenders. Because when I originally read the MP, I'm like, oh no, because like her niche, all of them are like the worst class for it. And then you gotta remember who's in Pretender, who we know is going to be in Pretender this summer, who is already in Pretender that fits the criteria. Six hit, single target, hurts MP. Party-wide anti-purge, one attack, one turn. You can, which honestly I'm a fan of, because you don't have to worry about regular Castoria. You have to be on a 3-turn cadence, otherwise your solemn defense is gonna get messed up. This is one attack, one time. It just means like there's anti-synergy with actual Castoria, but not that bad of like anti-synergy. It's just like you need to pop OG cast, like putting them in a Castoria change isn't smart to do. But like at least having OG Castoria having like overcharge, that is able to be done. Here's where I thought, oh shit, she got screwed over. 150% effective damage against threat to humanity. As you can see, most of them are foreigners, but there are some that are not. Oberon is the big one. And speaking of Oberon, let's look down here too. Oh yeah, the crit attack chance down. We're gonna come back to this later. Power mod against chaotic alignment for 1 turn. Power mod against divinity for 1 turn. They gave an Arts Crypt Berserker power mods to affect her crits on 2 of the widest fucking niches in the game as a Berserker. Like, I don't... Literally, all these units but foreigners. But here's the thing. She has super effective and power mod against these foreigners. She actually might... Her damage actually might be so stupid, you could bring her to fight these enemies and she will still do enough damage to be like usable. Like, that is mind-blowing. We're gonna see like in a second how high her damage actually is. But if she hits all her niches, she is not giving a shit about class advantage. She is literally not. So yeah, base 50% scales with overcharge. So if you use this on herself, I hope you're doing a like Arts Brave Chain, all crits. And if you have like a higher copy than 1, you might want it because your MP is gonna go way above 100%. So you might be thinking, oh, what's her MP damage like when she hits all her niches? 100,000? It can't be that high. They're definitely gonna like not give her that much damage, right? Surely, right? Surely they're not gonna have this be power prep. Oh, her base. Oh yeah, that's not that bad. But she's an art, so don't worry about it. Oh, she hits literally a single one and she out damages Kentucky. Thus, Kentucky's throne is like gone because she also has more battery. And you can probably use her the next wave too. And she's better in multiplayer. Rip Kentucky. That man needs crit damage. That man has needed like he has needed something because now like his gimmick is like gone. Oh, wait. Oh, she hates 84,000 weakness against the units that she actually will have all of these aligned. She is comparable. Her damage would be comparable to an MP1 alter ego getting full double damage against a foreigner. This damage is so goddamn stupid. Like, we actually have to compare this. And okay, so even ignoring this part, let's ignore that because it is extremely situational and you really shouldn't be bringing a Berserker to fight a foreigner. Chaotic or divine, and she hits harder. Chaotic and divine, and she starts like she's right in between Etchan, hitting both of her niches at the same time. And I don't know about you, but Saber class servant only in good alignment, or any chaotic divine being having this, like, what? This is like, the issue is not that she has this, it's that these are like so common. There's like literally not it. And her niches stack up so high that when you fight the like worst possible enemy for her to fight, she still is able to murder them like really well. Yes, she's gonna die like really quickly, but you're also using Castoria. She has such high survivability that she actually might not give a shit about class advantage and just brute force kill people like that. And let's not forget the biggest fucking elephant in the room. She's a single target arts berserker that has a 70% battery. All you need is an AoE Castoria and she's MPing. And that's not even including a pens. You could easily run Black Rail on her. Yes, it's not gonna multiply by that with that, but this is mostly for face cards. She has no MP damage in her kit. If you use her with Kuro for like ridiculously bullshit scenarios, which you really shouldn't. Kuro is like more for AoE than she is for single target, but like a single target kind of gets a very similar value out of it. Her like Bond CE, chaotic alignment and divinity power mods while she's on the field. And yeah, so let's go through her actual competition. Oh my god, chat. Okay, so I compare her to Etchan. I think that's extremely fair because even if there are there is actually some overlap between her and Etchan. Chaotic alignment and divine. So a chaotic good saber servant that also has divinity would be like both of them would be hitting as hard as they could, as long as it wasn't affecting humanity. Oh my god, wait. Hokusai. Oh no. Wait. Divinity. Threat to humanity. Oh my god. Yeah, Hokusai is the example. Hokusai is literally the only servant where Artoria Berserker is going to completely demolish Etchan. Like, there is no questions how hard she's going to hit. I didn't think Castoria actually had a full niche case example, but she does. I know Hokusai isn't like, oh, it's such a high, oh, such a low benchmark. It's there, like, as long as there's one person that she can actually hit full effectiveness, there's no saying they can't make another servant like that. Her arts competition, Kremhild. Like, you need like MP5 to be hit. Like, if you get a single effective, whether you're fighting a dragon or chaotic, which they share the same thing. Like, if you have MP Castoria, it equates to an MP5 Kremhild. And they both also have traits that go higher. But if they're chaotic and divine, MP1 is going to be better than Kremhild. MP5. I mean, if they're a dragon, that's different. But Krem cannot compare. Not unless she's hitting her full niche. She also removes defensive buffs, so there is always a reason to use her. I'm just saying, like, damage-wise, her competition isn't comparing. And these are supposed to be MP spammers. Like, Vlad is a quasi-crit arts crit DPS. He doesn't have, like, full crit damage. Brett, like, Rem, she's not doing crit damage that well. She got the 50% battery. So she's rivals Kentucky in usage. Castoria stole that role from her completely. All right, so real quick before I end this video, let's compare Castoria to like the hardest hitting. I'm gonna go for her like max effective versus like some of the ones with the biggest Giga Chad damage. So Echan, when she's hit her both knees, sure, but she's already been out damage. So who else is there? Tyra and Shisho. Specifically those two. Where is the vendor? Right here. Oh. Yeah, also she hits harder than Aris. She beats out Aris now. Like, Aris is pretty much just like Castoria. Like, if you need a single target, you'd go Aris. If you need someone more with more survivability. Castoria is just gonna blitz people down really, really, really quickly. Tyra. Wait. She doesn't actually beat out Tyra, does she? Oh my god, she beats out Tyra with full. No, okay, no, that's no, that's not max Tyra damage. Never mind. Tyra can like outscale Castoria pretty, as long as you have like more than one stack, which if she solo, she probably does. And then Shisho. Around Shisho damage, but for Shisho, you have to set up for it. That's the issue. So Castoria on niche has some of the highest damage potential in the game, period. She has some of the highest damage potential without a whole lot of setup. There is no setup needed here. Unless we get someone that can actually apply threat to humanity, I don't see them ever buffing a servant like this. She is literally way better than she should be. And I have to say, like, a part of my opinion for that is the fact that she's a crit servant that is getting power mods. She doesn't have attack buffs. Just like, she has a general crit damage buff. And she gets power mods, spammable power mods. She almost, as long as you can spam her MP, she will always have really, really, really good basic card damage on niche. Wait for a Melusine banner to come out, because we have these banners until September. We have these for the rest of the month. Be smart with your courts. Don't be a dumbass like me and end up going to pity and suffering for probably the next couple months. Look at other people's opinions. I will say though, because of Kuro on the banner as well, this is a really strong banner. Like, when Suzuka is the dud and she makes a 5-star look really not good. Like, I actually kind of want to double check if she's on the list yet. No. Jordan is still kind of busy on this, so haven't been updated yet. Yeah. I'm not saying this is a better banner than Summer Ibuki and Summer Reese. I'm not saying that. But the strength of this banner is like really, really high. Like really high. If you have like MP5 Brimhild, MP5 Vlad, or like super high copies, you don't need to summon her. You don't need to. But she's really, really strong. I would probably put her in EX if I was to put her on the tier list. I don't think that's gonna be like a hard sell. Like she raised the bar. She just raised the bar. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like or sub. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.